So in the previous video, we got all set up with our site, and we're all set up to create our first index.html page. If you remember your previous assignment from a long time ago, we created a website for Cozy Cabin, so we recreated this. We are going to do it again, but this time using Bootstrap. So if you want to go to cozycabins.ca, the link is here for you, and we will recreate this, but just a simplified version of it. All right, so let's hop over to Dreamweaver, and in here in the body, I am going to go Insert, Bootstrap Components, and I am going to begin with a navbar. Okay, so I'm going to use a navbar that is fixed to the top. There we go. So Dreamweaver is going to insert a whole bunch of code for us that inserts the Bootstrap navigation bar. So let's go save this. Files, save. Okay, and it's going to save a whole bunch of JavaScript files and also some CSS files. So let's go OK. All right, so now if you look in your folder here in Documents. All right, so that's not it. So if you look in your folder here in Cabins, you see that CSS folder was created for you, and it has the Bootstrap CSS and the JavaScript as well. All right. Now let's go back to Dreamweaver. So what we need to do is let's actually go take a look at that site. So go over here, let's go view it, double click on there. So that's what we have so far. We have home, link, a drop down, and then there's a disabled one. So we're gonna have to do some editing here and add the links that we actually want. So where do we go is here. Now if you go open up window properties, that might give you some assistance here. Okay, so here home, if you want that over here, home, if you want that to link to index, you would go index and go OK. All right, and next if you can go over here to the second one, which is links. So we haven't created all the other pages yet, but you can imagine which pages we would create. It would be cabins, about, gallery, and contact. So let's go in here and create those. So there's cabins, about, and let's go take a look. So we have cabins, so cabins, about, gallery. So you can see that this second one that says drop down has two drop downs here, and we don't actually need the drop downs, so we can go in there and take those out. All right, so we have to understand some HTML in order to be able to do this. Okay, so here we have about is the link here. All right, and we don't actually need all this here. The drop down nav bar, so we can actually go and delete that. So it looks just like the one previous to it. Now make sure that you don't have any extra quotation marks that are not deleted. Right, so here are the drop downs here that we don't actually need. Okay, here we go. So div from here to here. Oops, there you go. And you can now see that this is just another regular. Okay, and this one too would be, oh, I forgot what it was supposed to be, so I'm going to go back here. It should be gallery. Okay, so let's go over here and make it gallery, and you can see that this has a class of disabled here, so I don't want it to be disabled. I will take that out. Okay, this one has the one above also has a class of nav, link, drop down toggle, which I don't want, so I'm also going to take that out. Okay, in fact, I want them all to just have the same class as the first one, which is just nav link. Right, a nav link. There we go. And I should have another one that says contact, right? And this one should say contact. Now let's just go take a quick look to see what that looks like. Go home, cabins, about, gallery, contact. Perfect. So I have untitled document up here. I'm going to go change that. I would change that here to cozy cabins. Okay, let's see how we're doing for time. All right, so cozy cabins. There we go. This is our homepage. Okay, let's save that. And of course, these links do not work yet. When I create the about page, gallery page, contact page, then I can go in here and link to it. Or I can just type it in right now if I know what I'm going to call it. So I'm going to call the cabins page, I'm going to call it cabins.html. So when I do create and name that page, I should name it exactly cabins.html, right? About.html, all lowercase, .html, and okay, contact.html. There we go. So let's go file, save. All right, and that looks good. All right, so on the home page here, I actually like to add a slider. Okay, so I'm going to go after my nav. I'm going to enter here. And so the slider looks like this, right? Kind of slides one image after another. This one just kind of fades from one to another, but I like to have one that slides. Okay, so let's go in here and go insert, bootstrap components, and actually call it carousel. Okay, carousel. There we go. So I'm going to save that, file, save. And okay, so let's go take a look at my page. And here we have it, carousel. Now I am going to add in my images. So now when I go into my folder structure here, I have images that's created for me, and there are some placeholder images, so that's why all I see is a gray image here. So I would like to go grab the other images that I had downloaded in my downloads called cabins, right? Okay, so let's go to cabins, oops, and grab those. So copy and place them in here, paste. So now in my images, I have these, and now we can swap it out. So we'll do that in the next video.